time, 1000%. You will never ever get that back. Okay. Hello my beautiful people. If you're new to my channel, hey, welcome. If you're coming back, thank you for clicking into this video. I so appreciate you. 3 rules for this channel. Number 1, no bad vibes. That's a 0. Number 2, everyone is welcome. And number 3, please take something as you leave. Today we're just gonna dive straight into it because this topic is so important. Top 5 things you should invest in on your self-love journey. Let's go. The very first is your time. Time. The day I realized that time is so invaluable, I do not remember where I saw this quote, but it was pretty much saying that a day is just a day until it becomes the literal rest of your life. You won't realize when you're living the same day over and over again until one day you just wake up and you're literally 85 and you're just like, what the actual what happened? And I don't want that to be my story. I don't want that to be your story. Nobody wants that to be their story. So that's why I'm saying time is one of the most important things that you need to pay attention to and just figure out, how can I spend my time more wisely? How can I put in energy, effort, time into the things that I really want, into the things I'm interested in, into the things that I know that will bring me the return that I want. This literally happened to me today. I kid you not. I woke up this morning so out of it. It was one of those mornings where I just woke up and I literally did not want to get out of my bed and I just felt awful. I allowed that to happen for a bit. I let myself go on my phone, did some work. After a few hours I was like, Tomisin, what the hell are you doing? Literally, I had to ask myself, what the hell are you doing? Because I realized that I had just wasted so much time focusing my energy on the reality that I didn't want, on everything that I thought was wrong with me and my life, and just not spending effective use of my time. The way I switched my mindset was like, I'm literally just going to move. I need to literally move, because sometimes when you're thinking so hard, you literally suck yourself into this loop of negativity and you just need to move your body. So I got up, went straight to the shower, played the happiest song. I think it was like an ABBA song or something. And I literally just let myself shower and feel happy and dance and just soak in those feelings. And I had a revelation in the shower that by doing that, I literally just shifted my attention into things that I'm already happy about. My whole mood shifted instantly. That allowed me to be recording this video. It gave me what I needed to just have that boost. That slight change in action changed everything. So number 1 is time, 1000%. You will never ever get that back. 2 is community. We are not meant to go through life alone. This is hilarious that I'm saying this because I'm literally the first person that self-isolates when anything is wrong with me. When I feel like I'm not at my best, my go-to is to just isolate myself. In the times of my deepest struggles and sadness, I felt like I had to do it all alone. I felt like it made me stronger, like nobody would understand, like I didn't want to bother people with my problems. And honestly, while that can be true, you do need to have the strength to do certain things on your own. Community is there for a reason. Your friends are there for a reason. Your loved ones are there for a reason. Community could honestly look as simple as filtering out your social media, unfollowing people that you do not want to see, people that give you bad vibes, people that make you feel jealous, people that make you feel hateful. Actively following and engaging with people that you're inspired by or that you just want to feel the goodness of their energy. You can build a community online. Even if it's me, that's literally why I'm here. Please don't ever feel like you have to go through any of these things alone. Take advantage of your community, take advantage of the love. It is honestly a worthy investment if you ask me. It makes a world of a difference. The third thing I would say you should invest in on your self-love journey, journaling. You guys, journaling is literally free therapy. When you journal consistently, you feel comfortable writing about your emotions, writing about your day, writing about your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your trauma, whatever it is that needs to come out. First of all, if you feel like, oh, you're dumping your problems on other people, you don't need to do that anymore. You have a journal. If you feel like you have no control over your emotions, you have outbursts all the time, you don't need to do that anymore. You have a journal. You can literally scratch the pages of your journal if you want to. You can burn it if you want to. You can do anything you want because that is your avenue of release. It's the way that you can be free. Nobody has to see. Nobody even has to know that you own a journal. But you need to have a way to release this energy. You need to have a place for your thoughts to flow out. You can't just keep them all in here 24/7. It's so unhealthy. Guys, I also created an e-journal free of charge, 101 prompts just to help you to get to know yourself. I just feel like when I journaled consistently, things that I didn't even know that I had in me, realizations, being able to just see myself in that third person, it made the world of a difference. And it honestly helps me to really manage my emotions better. And every time I kind of go off track and I'm not journaling as consistently, I feel it. I would always be an advocate for journaling because it's free. Anybody can do it. You can do it on your phone, book, whatever. And it really, really does help. Number 4, books. For the longest time, I literally hated reading. I wouldn't say I'm an avid reader, but one of the most significant things that has changed my life and has really impacted me positively on my self-love journey is reading books. Mostly self-help books. I know a lot of people don't like that, the word self-help, the genre, whatever, and that's fair enough. But using these books to understand yourself, to understand healthy mechanisms, to understand the entire human experience and how you're just not alone. I cannot describe how valuable that is and that has been for me. You just realize that there are other options. You do not have to continue through life the way you always have. If you're struggling, there are answers. There are other people that have gotten across to the other side and are willing to literally share this knowledge with you and teach you how to veer onto the track that you want to be. And I think that is so important. Like, people are literally giving you free game on how to overcome whatever it is that you want. I think books are priceless. I definitely recommend to just get into reading. No one is saying you have to read 1,000 books at the time, but find one, pick one that you've always wanted to read. Honestly, the number 1 self-help book that actually kind of like kick-started my journey was The Power of Now. I know that is so like whatever, everybody has read The Power of Now, but it's literally for a good reason. Reading it, I was on this service retreat in Jamaica with no phones, no internet, and it was literally me and this book every night. I feel like I learned so much about myself, so much about why I'm here, so much about how to just better handle myself and situations. And that book opened up this entirely new reality for me. Entirely new. Like, the way I had been living my life before then, I was like, oh my gosh, I can do things differently. So I definitely recommend that book to every one of you. And I also have a lot of other books that I have read that are in my storefront that I recommend to everyone. But I just think it's really important to get educated, because honestly, that's the first step. You don't know what you don't know, and if you know you want to shift your mindset and you know you're really serious about embarking on this self-love journey, then it's really important to educate yourself. Obviously, there's people like me always here to help you, teach you, answer your questions, but that feeling of, oh my god, there's more, that you get from reading these books is priceless. You just had to be there. You have to. Do it in your free time. Do it right before you're about to sleep. Do it when you're bored. Do it when you're hungry. Books are there for you. Number 5. This is literally my favorite. Self-care. This is my favorite, but it's also one that I really struggle with, and I'll explain why in a second. Self-care has such interesting PR. I feel like self-care has been so commercialized. There's this certain aesthetic that's around self-care, and I feel like now more than ever, it's really difficult for people to connect to self-care because it kind of feels unattainable. It feels too perfect. It feels unrealistic. I think that's really sad, mostly because I feel like every single person deserves self-care. Every single person deserves to understand themselves to the level where you know exactly how to take care of yourself. Whatever you need, you know how to cater to yourself. You know how to literally nurse yourself back to life when you need it. I think that is what self-care really means to me. And everybody deserves to have that, in my opinion. Self-care is really tricky, like I mentioned in the beginning, because yes, all those aesthetic things like face masks and baths and shopping and whatever, they definitely fall into self-care. Nobody will argue with you that that is not self-care, because that is self-care when that type of self-care is needed, okay? I came to this realization. I'm gonna paint you a picture. I had been having a horrible week. Like, everything just felt like it was going wrong, and I just felt frustrated. I felt tired. I felt angry. I felt everything, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do my nighttime routine. I don't even know what made me do that. I just did it. And in just those moments of putting on lotion and playing music and lighting a candle, like, that was so aesthetic, but that made me feel so much better in the moment. Like, I couldn't even believe it. And that's when it clicked for me that self-care is so deep and wide, and is really customizable to what you need in the moment. On another day, I would tell you that Please, that's not what I need right now. That's not self-care. Self-care could be taking a nap, going on a walk, calling your friend, making yourself a nice meal at home for once instead of like ordering out food all the time. It could look like many different things, but it could also look like that very aesthetic version of self-care, which is why I understand why people bash that, but I also understand why it exists, because some people just need to even have that inspiration, and sometimes it does work, so I'm not gonna knock it. Self-care, interesting PR like I've just discussed, but I think it's really important to invest in the things that make you feel taken care of, make you feel luxurious and relaxed and just cared for. I think that's just the ultimate goal. Invest in a journal, invest in good skincare, invest in maybe your favorite streaming platform, a workout, a gym membership. I don't know, whatever self-care looks like to you. Freestyle, customize, that's the beauty of it all. It is very important, because it could be this tiny, it could be that moment where you just feel like you're about to lose it, and you do something like wash your face at night and you feel better. It helps you feel more in control, makes you feel more sane, more taken care of. You really cannot go wrong. I hope this helps, and I really hope you have taken something away from this today, because this has literally changed my life. Let me know what you think. Drop a pink heart emoji if you made it to the end of this video, and welcome to the club. I hope to see you here again on my next video, and I love you so much for clicking into this one. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, see you next time.